Annie's Reborn's here, and this is the Reborn Quiz video. I'm here with my friend Kelsey. She is not a Reborn collector. She has no knowledge about any of this. This lighting is doing me no favors, but she has no knowledge. She calls us Reborners, just to clarify how little knowledge she has. So we're going to do a Reborn quiz just to see how little she really knows.
Which is not a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get all of these questions wrong, so please don't hate me.
So let's try an easy one first. What does POTN stand for?
POTN.
It's a type of video.
Type of video.
Okay, here, I'll give you a hint. What does OOTD stand for? Like a type of video that people make. Not even Reborners, like everyone makes these. Outfit of the day is OOTD. POTN would be pajamas
of the night?
I thought that was an easy
one.
This is because not just Reborn YouTubers, you watch a lot of YouTube. How have you not stumbled across these? Okay, next. Which Reborn dolls are one of a kind?
What? Aren't all of them one of a kind?
Yes!
You get like personal painting.
They are all one of a kind. It was a trick question.
One.
1 of 2. Let me see. Ooh, what is a prototype?
Prototype? Well, isn't that like just a normal prototype? Or is that the unpainted doll? Is that it? I don't know.
A kit is the unpainted doll. Okay, so when an artist makes a kit, like a sculptor will produce a kit, and then they will select usually 3 to 4 master artists that they send the kits to do prototypes for like kit photos for like when they go to like being sold on, you know, a manufacturing website. So like they're the first dolls that are ever painted of those kits. So a prototype doll is like the original of the originals.
Okay.
What does COA stand for?
COA.
If you're collecting something, not just dolls. COA.
I really don't know.
Certificate of Authenticity.
Don't look at me like that.
How have you never heard of a certificate? Like, that's not
I've heard of a Certificate of Authenticity. I've just never heard it called a COA.
Okay. What does it mean if a doll is rooted?
It means it has the hair.
Yay!
I know that one!
Yay! Yeah, what other types of hair are there?
There's painted.
Rooted.
What
would a combo be, do you think?
Gosh, just like, I'm imagining like a painted base, maybe.
You're so smart!
And just like hair.
Yeah.
Some hair.
Yeah, like usually what it looks like is they have, like usually what it is it's painted finely over the whole head, and then it'll have like, if you have a boy doll, it'll have a little mohawk. So that you can make a little faux hawk, or, you know, like, because not all newborn babies, especially with dark hair, it's good to have a combo because newborn hair isn't thick. But you can't really sparsely root dark hair because otherwise it would look patchy.
I'm learning things. This is nice.
Ooh, out of the following materials, what can you not put in a doll's body?
Ooh, okay.
Polyfill, plastic pellets, sand, glass beads, magnets.
Okay. Polyfill. I've heard you talk about that before. So I'm going to say you can put that in there.
Yep. What about plastic pellets?
That seems like it would be okay, right?
Yeah. What about sand?
No. I don't think sand would be very comfortable.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah!
The reason you can't, though, is because it's natural. So there's always some kind of dirt in there. And so putting that in a doll, you could, you know, get mold or grossness, and they can start to smell after a while. It's just not good to put in there.
Yes.
What material are Reborn dolls made out of? Silicone, vinyl, or dead babies?
Oh, I know this vinyl. Yay!
Now there are Now there are silicone dolls, but they're not Reborns. They're not Reborns. They're just silicone dolls. Ooh, name 5 Reborn artists.
Well, I know Tess, Pearl of a Girl Nursery. I think that's it.
Yes. That's the only one I've mentioned because it's the only one I have dolls from. Okay. What size does a 22-inch Reborn wear?
22-inch. Is that newborn?
Close. Generally, the sizes go 10 to 14 inch is micro preemie, which means you have to have custom clothes made. 15 to 17 is just preemie. And then 18 to 21 inches is newborn. 22 to 24 is like 3 months.
Oh, okay.
And then so on and so on.
Okay.
Yeah. For instance, Lioness is 18 inches. Bay is probably going to be around 19 inches, but Davis was 28 inches.
Oh, she was big.
Yeah, she was really big. How much do silicone babies cost?
Silicone baby?
Mm-hmm, like a full body silicone baby.
Ooh. Like, what age are we talking here?
What do you mean?
Like, are we talking newborn?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna guess like $750.
Okay. Generally, you cannot get a full body silicone for less than $1,000.
Oh, really?
If you want a good one, they're $2,000 to $3,000.
Wow.
If you want a perfect, like Romy Stridham is kind of like the ultimate, like, you know, she's the dream that everyone aspires to. And her silicone dolls auction off at eBay for $15,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're a huge investment, and they're like 20 times more fragile than Reborns are.
Wow.
For instance, and for $750, you can get a very excellent quality Reborn. Mm-hmm. For instance, you know, Lioness was around $625. Mm-hmm. Okay. What are 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and full limbs?
Okay.
Let's do that one at a time. What do you think a 1/4 limbed baby?
1/4? I'm imagining like the limbs being like positioned differently. So I'm like,
no,
I don't know.
Okay. Well, okay. I told
like,
you.
Full limbs,
I told you how Linus has full limbs, right? And you've seen pictures of him without clothes on.
Oh, are those okay? It goes like all the way up to the torso.
And so then, what do you think 3/4 limbs would be? Where do you think it would end?
Like,
and then half,
there-ish.
And then 1/4. Yeah,
there-ish.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. In case
I knew
you
she
didn't
just
see
yeah.
The bottom one was like at my forearm.
It's just she just needed context because I knew she knew that because I knew that I'd talked to her about Linus's limbs.
I'm sorry, I'm doing so badly.
Which kit is Linus?
Ooh. I've heard Julian?
He has the Julian limbs.
Okay.
But his head is the...
Gosh. I don't know.
Edley.
And
who is his sculptor?
Just gonna... Tess is the artist.
Mm-hmm. A sculptor would be who made the kit.
Yeah. I don't know, so I'm just gonna say, like, Claire.
Funny, there's, like, tons of Claires that are, like, sculptors, whether it's silicone or otherwise. Like, if I was to ever get a silicone doll, I would want a Claire Taylor. But his sculptor is Elisa Marks.
Elisa Marks.
Spelled Markx, which I think is really cool. There's a couple more. Can you switch the vinyl parts of different kits, or do you have to use the vinyl parts made with that kit only? When they say kit, they mean like the head.
The head? Oh. Well, they call it a kit for a reason, right? So they all like go together, so I'm gonna say no.
But what did we just say about Linus?
Oh, wait, what?
When they talk about the kit, they mean, you know, head. Usually a kit is head and limbs.
Oh, I thought you just said it was just the head. So no, then because Lioness is mixed, you can mix them.
Certain sculptors, you're able to buy different, they may have 2 or 3 different sets of limbs that can go with different heads, you know. For instance, Bay that's coming home, she's the Jill she's the Jill kit by Adri Stote, but Adri Stote has 3 or 4 different limbs, and so you can pick which ones you prefer, and she has the number 15 limbs, and she's on the full torso. Okay. Now, with Lioness, though, I got it kind of special because I didn't really like the Edley limbs, and Tess had she had a spare set of Julian Mark's limbs at her house, and so I paid for the Edley kit, and then she just switched out the limbs for me. Generally, if you're going to switch out limbs, you want to try to stay with the same sculptor and the same inch size. Okay. Like if Edley's an 18-inch kit, you want to pick another Elisa Mark's kit that's 18 inches, so that way the head isn't way everything's proportionate. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, you want everything to be the same size. Other than that, you can mix and match however you want.
Okay, nifty.
Yeah. Okay. What type of paints do you use on these babies?
Oh, I don't really know my types of paints.
Yeah. This is one that you really wouldn't know unless you research Reborn dolls.
I'm just gonna guess silicone paints? I don't know.
Well, you do use silicone paints on silicone dolls, and that's actually good because it kind of becomes part of the silicone as you paint it.
Is vinyl paint a thing?
No, it's not. But what they do is it's called Genesis heat set paints, and what you do is they're very thin, and you paint a layer and you bake it in the oven, and then you paint another layer, and that way the paints don't rub off or fade. You can use air dry paints. I know some people have used acrylic, and there's other fancy kinds of air dry paints, but those aren't really good for collectors that change and role play with their babies. Those are better for display only because their paint can rub off extremely easily. Okay. Because vinyl doesn't absorb paint, it just sits on top of it. And even after you use Genesis heat set paints, you have to seal and varnish it too. And that, I think, is
that it?
Hold on. There's
I think I got it.
Okay, here's one more. The final question. What does SOLE mean? It's an acronym.
SOLE, soul. I really don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. So, sold out limited edition.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember telling you about Jamie Max.
Yes.
It was a Gudrun Legler kit, and he was a sold out limited edition kit of only 300. So whenever a kit is numbered, then they usually shorten it.
I've seen that on your Instagram before. I should have known what that was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so they shorten. So the reason all the acronyms are here is when you're listing a doll for sale, it's easier to say, I have Max Legler, SOLE, number 430, no, sorry, he was only 300. Number, 132 out of 300 COA available versus writing all of that out because it gets to be really wordy. So that's why there's more acronyms than normal. But yeah, so that was...
I failed.
Yeah, but she learned a lot. So maybe next time she comes to visit, y'all can give us some different questions, and we'll see if she can use context clues better now that she has a more basic general knowledge of reborns. Because now she kind of has a good foundation. Y'all were really good about asking foundation type questions.
Oh, that was... Sorry.
You got, I think, 2 right.
2.
You got rooted, and you got sand. So you got, you got 3. I take that back. You got, what does it mean if a doll is rooted? And you got the combo right. You got, what can't you put in a reborn?
I got half of Max's. Max's quick.
Yeah, she got half of those. And then you got what material dolls are made out of. You got which reborns are one of a kind.
I got a 50%.
I'd say 30.
Oh, thanks.
Well, because you wouldn't get the main question, but then you would get the sub clarifying questions. And so I feel if you get it's kind of on a test, if you have part A, B, and C, you only get 0.25 for B and C.
Thanks.
Yeah. But she did good considering she literally only knows what I've told her about my dolls in passing. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
It is. I mean, It is. So anyway, we're gonna go.
Oh, we're still filming.
Yep.
Are we done?
Nope.